I have seen some student leaders who have been able to mobilize students, get students working together, so that the student voice has become much more powerful all around campus. I've seen when you're able to galvanize the students together like that, money being spent in different ways, new offices being developed, and even curriculum changes coming from what I would see as good student leadership.
The qualities I think are important in a leader are communication and flexibility. It's important to communicate with your team as well as be flexible to their needs.
If I could invite a leader to Kirksville, there's no question it would have to be Harry Truman. And Harry Truman is a pretty humble guy, so I'd want to make sure that we had a really humble but delicious Pancake City breakfast. So maybe some scrambled eggs, a little bit of pancakes and some bacon and a cup of coffee. I think it'd be great. Sitting down with Harry Truman at Pancake City, what could be better than that?
Well, Truman's afforded a lot of different, leadership opportunities for me. One thing that's really shaped my collegiate career has been working on the homecoming committee, and just having the opportunity to be able to work with so many different organizations on campus. You're working with alumni and all that kind of stuff. I feel like at Truman, there's a huge emphasis placed on being able to reach out to every aspect of the Truman community, and I don't really think you get that in many other places.
I'm Albert Kobe. This is Maurice Williams. I have a couple of questions for you about leadership. Go ahead. What makes a good leader to you, in your opinion?
Well, thank you for asking me that question, first of all. And I admire people like Michael Jordan for his determination of excellence, his quality of improving, and his will of helping others. Leaders are always willing to help others.
Okay, so my second question was going to be, who was your favorite leader? But I'm pretty sure that we all know the answer to that question now.
Michael Jordan, if you're watching this,
Michael Jordan.
what's up?
That's your man right there, Mike.
And we out.
And no, we're not finished. Hold on. Now you asked me that question.
Oh, okay. Albert Kobe,
That's me.
what makes a leader for you?
My prime example of a good leader would probably be Emmitt Smith. For those of you who don't know, he is the all-time leading rusher in the NFL. He played for the Dallas Cowboys. I admire Emmitt Smith for one because he's from Florida. For two, just because of how he handled his situation while he was in the NFL. I've never heard him getting in any trouble, and I'm pretty sure that can be real easy to do when you have the amount of money that he had and the amount of fame that he had. So I admire Emmitt Smith for that, and he worked hard, and now he is the all-time leading rusher. So Emmitt, if you're watching this, Albert Coker, I'm your man. Maurice Williams, Mike, hey, signing off.
Signing off.
One of my favorite movies, and so this may surprise people, is I love the Lord of the Rings series, and my favorite character is Sam, because I really do believe that in many ways he was the leader amongst the Fellowship of the Rings.
There are certain qualities of a leader that I admire, being confidence, they are inspiring people, they are really determined.
And then sometimes, I think it is a combination of the right person in the right place in the right circumstances, and when all that works together, good leadership comes out. But it's not just the person.
Well, you know how they call Troy Pano T-Pain as a nickname? If I were to have a rapper for Truman State be the head, I would have Jay-Z. Mostly because then Beyonce would be first lady.
Getting a rapper to run the university, well, of course, it would have to be MC Hammer. That way we can totally look at our whole Truman campaign for recruitment and for comparing to other universities. Can't touch this. It's Truman. You can't touch this. There's no way you can get as good as we are. MC Hammer knows what's up. You can't touch Truman.
I think what sets the Truman leadership experience apart from other places is the fact that students really get to immerse themselves in just about anything. And what's really cool about it is that when you leave this institution, there are projects, programs, and things that you've been able to work on that other places, undergraduate students would just salivate to have the opportunity to do, whether it's working with a big name entertainer, taking them to dinner, working on the program promotion of it, or it is planning the recognition of all of your peers. From start to finish, there's a lot of pieces and a lot of skills that you would get to build that any other place you would have a professional staff member do it for you. And here we try to teach students the ways to make themselves successful, and by doing that, it's immersing them in the learning opportunity.
The great thing about Truman is it's so easy to lead here, really. There's so many opportunities in classes with different organizations on campus, or really even, which was sort of how People Friday started, was kind of like a couple people with a good idea. And I think that's really true of anyone here can really just take something and roll with it. If they've got that ability to have the confidence to go through with the project or an idea and reach out to the right people.
A good leader, in my eyes, is someone who gets down to business and gets stuff done, and knows when to be serious, but still, knows that it's really important to have fun.
I can always feel better and trust a leader that I know is in their position because of what they believe they can do for others rather than what they can get for themselves. So I think it's very important that a leader is motivated by the right kinds of desires. But then along with that, I also believe that you need to be guided more by principles than popularity.
If I could bring any leader to campus and take him to Pancake City, it would be Bill Nye the Science Guy, and I would take him to Pancake City and buy him chocolate chip pancakes with hash browns. I don't have a reason why.